Good morning, friends. My name is Kim. Welcome to Healing Cottage Homestead. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm so happy to have you with me today. Today we're going to make a slow cooker recipe, but it calls to start off by browning our pork, and it is a San Francisco pork chops. Now I have a pork loin. Kroger had pork loins, buy one get one free, and so I ordered 2 of those. And so you're going to see a couple of pork recipes because I like to take advantage of the sales that are happening. And pork is one of my favorite meats. We've talked about that before. So I want to start by apologizing to you for being MIA. I actually had a major plumbing issue in my kitchen under my sink. So after my last video, I'm washing dishes and the floor completely floods. Well, it ends up I had a major plumbing issue under the sink, and I needed to get someone in to fix that, and that took some time to get the parts and to do all the things. And so I did not want to make videos because I didn't have the ability to wash my dishes. And so I have been missing for a couple of weeks, and I apologize to each of you for that. I've actually lost some subscribers. I've had a couple of people reach out to me to see if I was okay, and I should have kept you posted on what was happening, and I did not, and I really apologize for that. So I'm going to put this, I'm going to wash my hands, well, put this in a Ziploc bag and then wash my hands. And we're not looking to cook these, we're looking to brown these on each side. And I used olive oil. You can use canola oil or whatever oil you have. I'm going to give these a salt and pepper. And it should be about 3 minutes per side. So yeah, they're already starting to brown on that side. And I'm going to salt and pepper them on this side. Now I'm only doing 3 pork chops. I think this recipe calls for 4. But I'm going to do all the other ingredients exactly as it calls for. And this is a slow cooker recipe. I'm going to use a bag because that makes cleanup an absolute breeze. So I think these are the best things invented. We're going to go ahead and put our pork chops in our slow cooker. And then we're going to add a tablespoon, well, a clove of garlic. So we'll add about a clove of garlic to our skillet. That's a little more, but you know me, I love garlic. And we're going to add a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. And we're going to add a 1/4 cup of red wine. If you don't want to use wine, you can use chicken broth. We're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, and I'm going to actually use my red pepper, coarse red pepper powder, the Korean kind, because it's not quite as hot. And I really enjoy that. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. I like these wood lids, but they do not, the seal does not stay on them, I have found. I'm not sure why. But I'm using that little disc that I got on Amazon that it looks like it's terracotta to keep my brown sugar moist, and it is working. So that's really good. And you just want to whisk this and cook it enough to where your sugar dissolves. And I think we're already there. So we're going to take that and we're going to pour that over our pork chops. And get all that good garlic in there. And remember, your pork chops are going to, they may look a little dry right now, but they're going to actually create their own liquid. And we're going to cook this on low for 5 to 7 hours. So I'm going to set it for 5 hours. Actually, I'll probably set it for 6 hours. That'll be 4 o'clock. And we'll just set it for 6 hours, come back and give it a taste. It does recommend to serve it with white rice. And the carb count is low enough that you can stay under 45 grams of carbs to be diabetic friendly. So you could eat this with some white or brown rice. Or if you were trying to stay very low carb, you could eat it without any of that. You could eat it with a vegetable. Some broccoli raw would be really, really good with this. Even some zucchini or some asparagus would be good. So I will tell you that I went back to the doctor this past week while I was not making videos, and my A1C was down to 4.9, and I have officially lost 100 pounds. So I want to thank each of you who have been along with me for that journey and share that good news with you. So we'll come back in about 6 hours and give this a taste. Okay, friends, here's what it looks like. It has a good char on it, and you can make a cornstarch slurry and add that to the broth to make it thicker so that it actually will make a sauce, but I didn't feel the need to do that. I think it's nice and tender. So look at that. So we'll take a bite right here out of this. So that's perfectly tender, which for pork loin, you know, is not easy. It has an excellent flavor. I would make the cornstarch slurry and make that a sauce because you're going to want something, otherwise it is going to be too dry. Even though it's tender, it's not moist. So it's fall apart tender, but it's not moist like other types of meat. Now, if you had used bone-in pork chops or sirloin chops, you would have a more tender cut. Those are more tender cuts, but I use boneless pork loin. So it's definitely a little drier. I will go ahead and make a cornstarch slurry and thicken that sauce up. And I am going to eat mine with rice, about 1/3 of a cup of rice. So you're looking at, in one chop, you're looking at 408 calories, 22 grams of fat, 111 milligrams of cholesterol, but we expect that because we've got soy sauce and we've got pork. And Howling has 9 grams of carbohydrates and 2 grams of fiber, so 7 net carbs. So that's not bad, and it has 38 grams of protein. So like I said, you definitely have enough room to eat some rice with this if you want. If you're wanting to stay keto or low carb, you can discontinue or not eat the rice. That's not a problem. But it has very, very good flavor, and this would be good on any type of roast, not just this pork. This would be good on a chuck roast. That red wine holds up nicely to a red meat, so you could definitely do this with other cuts of meat as well that might be more tender. And then you could have some potatoes, you could have some carrots, whatever it is that you enjoy. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, Healing Cottage Homestead. I have lost some viewers since I stopped posting, and so want to make sure that I get those numbers back up, so other people can find my videos when they're looking for diabetic friendly and low carb recipes. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I post videos when I can every Tuesday and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern, and I am back on that schedule, so you will see a video tonight and you'll see a video again next Friday, or this Friday. So I really enjoyed our time together, friends, today, and I have truly missed being with you and cooking with you, and I look forward to cooking with you again soon. Take care.